Hi, I'm Lily. Today I'm going to read your story. A Day with Dad. Wait a minute. Day with Dad. Okay, so here it is. A Day with Dad. Reading it to level 3B. A Day with Dad. Okay, let's read it. Level 3B. A Day with Dad. You should be like any other man, but your dad. That's what Mama Ray says. Well, I have to spend a day with Dad, only because of my assignment to experience Dad's job for a day. It almost makes me sick of school, even at the thought of visiting him. Dad is a table tennis coach. I'm told that he teaches older men and women how to play table tennis at a local community sports center. I told your dad about it, so just go and see him. Okay. Call me when you finish your assignment. I will come and pick you up. How about your work? Don't worry, I can pick you up. As soon as Mom drops me off at the center, she turns the car and drives away. She thinks that the way to avoid a quarrel with Dad is not to face him at all. Mom says that's quarrel whenever they meet. That's why they have been living apart. I live with Mom, and Dad lives alone in the countryside. Mom is a good and a kind person, even though she does not get along with Dad. I heard many times that all the women working at the mart with mom speak highly of her. I agree that mom is a really nice person, except when she gets annoyed with me from time to time. However, she argues with dad whenever they meet. Mom has criticized dad several times to me. It's not often, but only when she is angry with dad. Usually it happens after she speaks with dad over the phone. He's not to be trusted because he always behaves as he pleases. I feel bad for his students. He probably doesn't go to work because of a hangover. Don't be like him. No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I meant. I just want you to be an honorable man. That's what I meant. That's probably because teenagers are said to be like time bombs waiting to explode, and I might be a time bomb to her. According to mom, dad drinks so heavily that he neglects to exercise. Neglecting to exercise means that he's lazy and he ignores his res- responsibilities. When you fail to act responsibly, people around you will dislike you. Judging from the way she describes him, I expect the students to hate him. I even think of not doing my assignment and get scolded by the teacher. Yet, enough is enough. That's why my teacher has said, if I don't do my assignment one more time, she would definitely tell mom on me. Okay, next page goes, oh, here's the teacher. She even threatened me. What would your mom say about this? Our teacher is so mean. I think she is a teacher. Oh, what would your mom say about this? Our teacher is so mean. Mom hates table tennis, so I should keep it a secret that I have been playing table tennis in a school club. If she finds out about this, she'll probably kick me out of the house. I begged the teacher again and again not to mention anything about table tennis to mom because I'm just exercising. I should have done my assignment well before, but it's too late for regrets. The table tennis room at the center is really noisy. The sound of the ping pong balls and commands like go and go for it are filling the place. Dad is so tall that I spot immediately. Dad is serving balls with a racket, and a senior male with a board hat is hitting them while shouting, got it! He repeats it in a loud voice, but he's not good at returning the ball at all. Dad keeps serving balls and giving verbal orders without missing a bit when I approach him. He glanced at me walking towards him all the while. He continues what he is doing with the pinpoint accuracy. He keeps giving the verbal orders 1, 2, 1, 2. I noticed that he is serving balls on one and his student is returning them too. So Dad continues hitting the ball with the precision of a machine to his student. Wait a minute, bro. I look at the door, but no one is there. Okay, I got it. Let's take a break, Coach Han. Ah, that must have caught his four-headed man, bro. It seems inappropriate that caught such an old man, bro. Anyway, it's been several months since I met him last time. I don't know what to say, so I just spoke to him. I feel like I have to do. Yes, he says back to me. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. He already knows about my assignment, so there's no necessity for me to explain anything more. Would you like some black noodles? All of a sudden he mentions black noodles. He probably doesn't have anything else to say to me either. I had breakfast. Then how about pizza? I told you I already had breakfast. A hamburger, Dad? No, I'm full. Right, then do your assignment. Instead of answering, I just nod. The bull-headed student stops playing and looks back and forth between Dad and me. The bull Dad has sent to him his table and just drops to the floor. Is he Coach Han's son? Has he seen me before? He guesses right who I am at once. He double plays that just answers, okay. Dad starts sending balls to him like a metronome with the orders at the same time. 1, 2. He's my 1, 2, son, bro. Dad says it while watching how the bull-headed man is hitting the balls, not even looking at me. The boy got it, looks very bright, got it. Yes, 1, 2. You are right, 1, 2. Your son got it, doesn't look, got it. Like you, ha ha ha, got it. It's true I don't look like Dad. He has a big nose and a craggy face, which looks very scary. The only thing I resemble him is his height. I'm even taller than the 6th grade. Oh. Yes, 1, 2. 1, 2. He looks 1, 2 like his mom. 1, 2. So handsome. So, to say I don't look like him is the same as saying he's ugly. It's the same thing, how foolish it is, but he just laughs in spite of this. That step so I could see the lesson is over. Small beads of sweat hands all out on his forehead. He picks up a crumpled towel and rubs his forehead. After just 5 minutes, he resumes serving boars. It is the same lesson. 1, 2, 1, 2. He gives the same command hundreds of times. 1, raise the racket. 2, straight up. 1, to your forehead. 2, go is this. Go, your son. This man doesn't shout, got it, but go. This go man gives me a quick glance, which makes him less miss the ball. And it drops to the floor. The hand he raises just fell in vain. 1, watch the ball. 2, carefully. 1, and hit the ball. 2. Dad continues his orders while serving the balls to him. Dad hits bounce and go very accurately straight to his student. 1, put your 2 weight on. 1, your right 2 leg. Oh go your go right. How sharp of you. The go man opens his mouth wide and then closes it. On closer inspection, I could see he's putting his weight on his left leg. You should put your weight on your right leg while getting ready to serve. I know that much. That takes a 5-minute rest again. He wipes away the sweat and drinks a cup of water. Then he starts to serve boards to a lady with a palm. The order 1, 2 doesn't come from Dad this time. This time, the lady is hitting the ball and shouting 1, 2 at a glance. I can tell she's an expert. She appears to be excellent at playing table tennis. She gives the verbal orders by herself. So all Dad does is serve the balls, and he does it so much faster than before. 1, he is 2, your son. She asks him about me too. Yes. 1, he is tall, 2, and handsome. Oh yes. Again, Dad laughs like a fool. When the lesson is over, Dad wipes the sweat away. Now let's grab something to eat, the lady with the perm said. She takes out of the package from her bag. It is filled with a bunch of steamed buns. They are steaming hot and the smell is delicious. Come here, everybody. Coach Hans sounds too. Before I know it, I have received a bun. Dad picks up another bun and hands it to the bald-headed man. Then Dad hurries to grab another bun and swallows it whole. Soon after that, he eats another one, 3 buns in a row. Suddenly, I am ashamed of him. Seeing him gulp down 3 buns before the others, I think he looks like a glutton. What a good appetite Coach Han has. Help yourself. I bought plenty. Dad eats 5 buns in the twinkling of one eye. Then he goes out of the room, saying he has to go to the bathroom. Sometimes this makes me feel uncomfortable in front of the others. I cannot take a second bun for myself because I feel like I shouldn't eat anymore. Coach Chan's appetite is the best, and so are his ping pong skills. The bull-headed man says, "You can say that again." When it comes to the table tennis, Coach Hans is definitely the best, the goal man said. The goalman agrees. It was all thanks to Coach Han that I had won the country governor's cup for the table tennis. Everybody was curious about who in the world my coach was. The lady with the palm also puts in a complimentary word. Please have one more, Mr. Park and Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim, help yourself too. It seems that the bull-headed man is the president of a company, and the goalman is the head of the department. How lucky we are to have such a coach as Mr. Han. We will never find a coach who needs his students so sincerely with all his heart. Mr. Kim, and the lady with a palm nods in aside. So that's why we respect Coach Han. He gives a great deal of his time and lots of love to his students. He tries to understand how older people feel. There are no longer coaches in the world like him, Mr. Puck asked, swallowing the bun. They mentioned the word respect, referring to Dad. Dad is probably an expert coach for them. I feel less embarrassed my dad before. You should be proud of yourself if you are respected by someone, especially when such high-ranking person as Mr. Park says he respects you. Upon returning home from the bathroom, Dad wolfs down 2 more buns. I'm not happy with the way he does it, but I'm no longer so embarrassed. I just want him to eat a little bit slower. Doesn't Mr. Choi have his lesson today? The bull-headed man, Mr. Park says. It is tomorrow, bro. Professor John will take a lesson tomorrow, too. Dad answers with his mouth full. An elderly lady comes in by the time we have finished eating. Let's get started, sis. I couldn't believe my ears. Dad is actually calling the gray-haired lady sis. I never get tired of being called sis. It makes me 30 years younger. Thank you for teaching me, Coach Han. With her racket in her hand, the gray-haired lady comes forward to the table that begins to serving the ball while shouting 1, 2, 1, 2 again. The lady hits the ball as if she is dancing. After the elderly lady, several other students, including a very tall young woman, a lady with a shaved head, and a very fat man, take lessons from Dad. He serves the ball to the 7 students, constantly giving orders 1, 2, 1, 2. He points out of their fit posture without even looking. He makes sure their hands never go near their chins. While watching all of this, I take notes and draw in my notebook from time to time. The lad with a shaved head has a real game of table tennis with Dad after the lesson. Coach Chan's son can be a referee of this game. The lady with the perm persuades me to sit in front of the scoreboard. Do you know how to turn the scoreboards? The lad with the shaved head asked me. His dad is a former table tennis champ. Of course he knows. You're the referee, kiddo. Mr. Brock pats me on the back. I definitely know how to turn the scoreboards. Not to mention that I know the rules for table tennis, as I have already been playing table tennis in the school club for several months now. Dad starts the game from 0 and led with 8 points. This is ridiculous. How could that be so possible? That is certain to lose. Even though he is a coach, 8 points would be too big a margin. Suddenly, I do not want to referee this unfair game. However, it is too late to leave the scoreboard as the game has still started. Hooray! That still wins the game along his opponent. Only 1 point. Ooh, I have to try very hard not to shout for joy while those who were watching the game applaud loudly. The lad is pretty good at table tennis, but he is still no match for Dad. Did you have to beat the student who drove 1 hour here for this lesson? The lad says to him. Keep an eye on the board and hit it while putting your weight on your leg, Dad replies. Dad wins the next three consecutive games against him. This young man has improved a lot. The lady with the palm laughs loudly. The lad just got some cold water. You started the game with 9 points last month. Dad brushed the sweat away with his hands instead of the hotel, which is soaked with his perspiration. It appears to be the the only towel he has. I take the handkerchief out of my pocket, but I hesitate to hand it to him. I am at a loss for words. What if he says he doesn't need it? So I just fiddle with the I just fiddle the handkerchief. So, oh, he's so thoughtful. What a good boy. The lady with the palm snatches the hand, handkerchiefs shifts out of my hand and hand it to my dad. Dad uses my handkerchief to rub the sweat away. He rubs his face so hard that it would wear off. Then he puts the handkerchief into his pocket. I just stand there watching Dad. Somehow I don't want it back. I fill 6 pages on my notebook with assignment. I never expect to write this much. There are so many things to write about and a lot of my thoughts. Dad walks me to the front of the center, but he doesn't go near Mom's car. I get into the car after saying goodbye to Dad. As soon as I hop on, Mom starts the car. Through the rear window, I see Dad gazing at the disappearing car. I turn my head and look back until he is out of sight. Mom and I don't say anything to each other for a while. About an hour later, Mom speaks first. So, did you finish your assignment? Mom, I'd like you to see Dad playing table tennis just for a day. What are you talking about? I asked if you had finished the assignment. Please, just go and see how he's doing at work for a day. Forget it, I'm not interested. Oh, please just do it. What has gotten into you? She looks at me with wide eyes in surprise, probably because I yet show my temper. Nevertheless, I intend to pursue get to it even though she would get angry with me. I feel like that it's something I have to do. Bye!